Today is day 4 of E3 week, and while there are only 3 more days until Nintendo's huge conference, other companies are having their big conferences starting tomorrow. And with Switch third-party support going crazy at the moment, we can expect some relatively big third-party games being announced at these other conferences. So let's go through the whole E3 2018 press conference schedule and talk about what we can expect from each third-party developer. What's going on, guys? It's Thomas from the Switch Shop, and there are 3 days left until Nintendo's showcase on June 12th. Just quickly, I am finally out of school. I'm going to do a channel update after E3, after this whole Road to E3 thing is over, but I'm out of school, so expect a ton of more videos. Also, I was daily uploading doing this Road to E3 thing during final week, so I'm pretty happy that I'm out of that, but unfortunately, yesterday was pretty hard. I didn't get the video up until pretty late last night, so if you didn't get to see it, I'd suggest checking it out. It's pretty awesome. It'll be linked at the end of this video. But anyway, really quickly before we jump on into the other company press conferences, I am doing a giveaway just because I'm so excited for this year's E3. If you already know about the giveaway, skip to the time on the screen right now, but for those of you who don't know, let me quickly explain. I'm giving away 4 different $5 eShop cards, so that's $20 in total. You can win $10 of this, so 2 eShop cards, by entering the Gleam.io link on the description. Literally just click the link, follow the instructions, you'll be entered in to win, and I will be picking 2 different winners from that. So yeah, those winners will be announced after E3. However, there are 2 other cards, and I'm going to be giving those away in a fun way. Literally all I'm going to be doing is taking the code, flashing it up on the screen at a random time, and if you enter in the code first before anyone else, you will win the Nintendo eShop gift card. So you're going to want to hit that notification bell so you can see my videos first, and if you're the first one to enter in the code on your Switch, then you will be the first one to redeem the money, you will be the only one to redeem the money, and one of those codes could even be in this video, who knows. With that out of the way, let's get into the other E3 conferences. And the first one is tomorrow. That is right, EA, the laughingstock of the industry, has their conference tomorrow, and I don't know what we can expect from their conference. They're definitely going to look at Battlefield 5 and give us a good look at BioWare's Anthem game, which I'm very excited to see, but neither of those are going to come to Switch, at least now, so I'm not sure what we can expect from EA. They're definitely going to show off sports, and I'm not sure, maybe they'll show off Madden for the Switch, but besides that, I'm not expecting too much. Maybe a little bit on FIFA, but besides that, maybe Need for Speed, but I don't see anything else. For EA, don't expect much. Maybe a couple of casual games, as I said, sports or Need for Speed, but nothing too in-depth. Microsoft, obviously, they're not even going to do anything Nintendo. I don't need to go over this, yeah. So far we have EA June 9th and Microsoft on June 10th. Another conference on June 10th though, this is the one I'm going to be watching, probably I'm the most excited for it, besides obviously Nintendo. Bethesda. This is very important because Bethesda has been a huge supporter of the Switch, obviously, with Doom, Skyrim, and Wolfenstein coming out in a couple of weeks. We can possibly expect something from one of their other biggest franchises, Fallout. However, I do not think we're going to be getting the new Fallout game, Fallout 76, as I predicted a couple of days ago, just because, well, from what we've heard of it, at least from what's been rumored and that stuff, it's going to be an online-centric game, and that doesn't really work with the Switch's handheld nature, because you're not always going to be somewhere with an internet access thing, so like, I don't know, it just doesn't really make as much sense. An extremely vast single-player option makes a lot more sense. So if that is what Fallout 76 ends up being, I mean, possibly we could get that. but I'm just gonna stick with something like a Fallout 3 or 4 port to Switch, because I think that would be awesome. And potentially we could get Rage 1 as well, because Rage 2 is coming relatively soon, I think. Also, it's safe to expect some other surprises. However, I'm not sure if any direct new games are gonna come to the Switch. I think they might just stick with ports for now. But regardless, you can expect some pretty important things from Bethesda, because they've been supporting the Switch a lot recently. Moving on over to Square Enix, and this one's very interesting. The problem with Square Enix is that they have their own separate Switch studio. Word just came out that they opened up a Nintendo Switch focused team, or studio rather, that's only going to be developing games for the Switch. However, that leads others to believe that their main company, just the one making all the massive like Final Fantasy games and Kingdom Hearts and that stuff, won't really be focusing with Nintendo. So if you're gonna expect anything from Square Enix, I would expect it personally in Nintendo's own conference, because if it's an exclusive, Nintendo's gonna try and get it there instead of at Square Enix's conference. So yeah, some Octopath Traveler stuff could potentially be shown, but I'm assuming that's probably Treehouse material. So yeah, I don't see many actual Square Enix announcements within the actual Square Enix conference, because, well, you know, they have their own division working on Nintendo, and Nintendo's gonna want that in their conference. But if I'm gonna say anything from Square Enix, it would definitely be a port. Hopefully, we could pray that it's finally the Final Fantasy 15 port that we've been hearing about. And my personal dream is the upcoming Avengers game. We got only a small little teaser for this, but Square Enix is making an Avengers game. Seeing this on the Switch would be awesome, because I love the Avengers, and I'd really like to play this game in handheld mode on my Switch. Moving along from Square Enix though to Ubisoft, and this one is very interesting, because if you remember last year, yeah, Mario and Rabbids was announced at Ubisoft's conference. We know that that game did well because there's like DLC launching for it and all that stuff, so hopefully we get a little bit more info on that DLC, but I doubt it because we've already gotten a ton of news from like media press events. So if we're getting anything from Ubisoft, there are two potential things really. There could be ports of older games. I would love to see either some Assassin's Creed games, something like The Division or The Dream, Rainbow Six Siege. That would be awesome on the Switch. Or we could get another awesome thing, which is a Nintendo Switch exclusive game, kinda in the vein of Mario plus Rabbids. I'm not sure if Nintendo would let them use another one of their IPs. Potentially, hey, maybe Rayman and Zelda. Obviously that was a joke, but it could really be anything, and if they are making another Nintendo Switch exclusive game, I'm all for it. June 11th, once again, is Sony. Nothing huge from Sony. Nothing's going to be like Nintendo Switch related there. But they've kind of already announced what they're just going to be talking about anyway. Death Stranding, Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, and Last of Us Part 2. So yeah, I mean, that's not that important. And of course, Nintendo has to be literally on its own day, Tuesday. So thanks for that one, Nintendo. Literally just a day after like everyone else. But yeah, obviously, this entire series is about Nintendo's E3. So yeah, we can expect a ton of stuff, but mainly Smash Bros, and I'd love to see some third-party ports, and I feel like if we do get any information on third-party ports in the other conferences, they will be briefly touched upon in Nintendo's, just because Nintendo will want to say, oh look, we're getting, I don't know, Fallout 4 on the Switch. Even if it's already been announced a couple of days prior at Bethesda's, they're just going to want to mention it in theirs. So those are the main conferences at E3. Of course, there are going to be some smaller ones, maybe some smaller studios and stuff like that, but going through EA on June 9th, Bethesda on June 10th, Square Enix and Ubisoft on June 11th, those are all the main developers, at least the ones that are putting stuff on the Switch, and it's gonna be very interesting to see what they announce at their respective conferences and what Nintendo announces at theirs, at least in the terms of third party. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this gives you guys a better idea of what the next couple of days will be like. I was talking about June 9th, June 10th, June 11th, and that stuff, and that's literally tomorrow. June 9th is tomorrow, this is June 8th, so EA's conference is literally tomorrow. Bethesda's is in 2 days on Sunday. This is so exciting, and it'll be awesome to come back to this video and see if I got anything right. I don't know, probably not, but hopefully this gave you a better idea of what the E3 landscape is looking like. With that out of the way, remember, if you didn't see yesterday's video, it'll be on the screen right now. I had to post it late, so go watch it if you haven't. I'm Thomas from the Switch Stop, signing off. Peace.